Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and in today's video we're going to take a bloody hell sodding raccoon, absolute swine, shot me down, didn't he? Yes, like I say, in today's video we're going to take a look at the Lampadati Tigon, retailing for a price of $2,310,000, ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see it really is a rather interesting looking vehicle. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go, we're going to take it out onto the street and we're going to take it on down to the Maze Bank offices, and that was Mr. Raccoon there in the Benefactor Krieger D10 vehicle. It's a full million, or nearly a full $1 million cheaper than this one, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not going to be being able to keep up, so we're just going to push on ahead, don't you know. Okay, well, let's have a look how much air we get off these hills then, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, not too bad at all. And going down the second one, yes, pretty good. Okay, now let's check out that handling, and okay, now we managed to bring it around there without any problem whatsoever now, really, didn't we? Okay, now we're going to have a look at the top speed straight there. We're look at the stability, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it really is rather stable, you know, wiggling the wheel there, trying to get it kick out, and it won't go at all, you know, rather good. Top end speed, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, well, it does seem to be flying, doesn't it? It does seem to be going quite fast now, doesn't it? So this could be a rather interesting vehicle. And we'll have one more chance to look at that handling now. To get to the hard left at the top end, makes it round, no problem at all. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what can we say? Acceleration was difficult to judge on that particular run. Top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, does seem very good. Handling seems very good, and stability, ladies and gentlemen, does seem very good. Okay then, jolly good, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there we go. I suppose the only thing to do now is to take it on into the custom auto shop and go and have the vehicle modified. Okay then, so here we go, taking it on inside. I myself, I'm not particularly taken by its styling. It does sort of look interesting, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't it? It looks like it's trying to be a supercar, but it seems a little typical to me. I'm not entirely certain what I like about it. It's a little uninspired, lacking imagination. The back end looks a little like the Ocelot penetrated to me, and the front looks like quite a lot of other cars, you know. But anyway, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the custom auto shop. We are going to be going through this section of the video at double speed. We're going to cut out any performance related modifications and just give you an opportunity to have a look at the aesthetic modifications that can be effected to this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately we neglect to go through the different colors. Okay, never mind. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're back out onto the street, don't you know, and that's Mr. Raccoon again in the D10 with us, but like I say, this is a much faster car, and so we should be able to outrun him quite easily, don't you know. And we're on the street, ladies and gentlemen, so acceleration up that hill, not too bad, very good, ladies and gentlemen. The handling coming around this back sort of wiggly bit around here, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, once again, no problem, and handling once again when we get to this hard right corner, manages to do it no problem whatsoever. We'll have a look at that acceleration one more time, and yes, it does seem to launch off, ladies and gentlemen, not perhaps mind-bending, but certainly not bad, and that acceleration now has been fully upgraded. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we really are rocketing down there. Okay, so that does feel quite good, ladies and gentlemen, does feel quite good. Okay, we get around that bottom left, once again, no problem whatsoever, so we really can't complain, ladies and gentlemen. It does seem that this vehicle is quite good across the board, you know, in terms of acceleration, handling, top end speed and stability, sort of ticks all the boxes, you know, good, that's what I would say. The question is, how good is it? Is it actually worth the $2.3 million price tag, ladies and gentlemen? And one way to establish that is, first of all, we're going to take it on down to the top speed test track, and go and put it up against a similar sort of price car. Now that's the True Fade Nero, 1.4 million for that car, up against 2.3 million, so not close actually now I think about it, and yes, 55.422. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what do we think of that? Well, that's a competitive time, you know, but the Nero, which is you know, like I said, $4 million cheaper over, in fact, did make it down before. Okay, well, the first test we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is up against that D10. It's one of the most recent vehicles to be released. Like I say, that is almost $1 million cheaper now. Not actually quite as cheap as the Nero, but there we go. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's significantly behind us. So out of the two latest vehicles released, ladies and gentlemen, there's no question the Tigon is actually much faster. Okay, now the next vehicle we're going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, is that Nero after all. The True Fade Nero, $1.4 million. I do believe this can be barely custom autoed, but it has not been. And so yes, $2.3 million against 1.4. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps not as much difference there as we would like to see, you know. Okay, we're putting it around. I should also point out all the other vehicles are driven by by Mr. Raccoon. You know, his name is the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. If you got that into YouTube, you should go and find his channel. Why didn't you go and do that? He's got some rather good videos on there. Okay, so the Tigon, ladies and gentlemen, does take down the Nero. Sounds like World War III outside my place right now. Okay, now next, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing on to the Pegassi Zentorno. Now this is an extremely cheap car, ladies and gentlemen, $725,000 only for the Pegassi Zentorno. It is one of our favorite vehicles for its price tag, and we consider it to be a very good car, very competitive car for the money. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the 2.3 million Tigon is going to take it down. And like I say, for under $1 million, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps that shouldn't be so surprise, you know. Okay, well, we're now going to bring out something a little bit more serious, ladies and gentlemen. This Tigon does seem to be smashing all those vehicles in a sort of the under sort of $1.5 million price range, or around about that. So can it take down something closer to its own price range? This is the Benefactor Krieger, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for a price of $2.8 million, don't you know? And yes, now we're starting to see exactly where the Tigon sits, ladies and gentlemen. It can take down sort of $1 million or $1.5 million supercars, but yes, it's not going to be able to touch something along the lines of the Benefactor Krieger. And of course, that leads us on to the final masquerade, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Grotti Italia GTO, just a fraction under $2 million, effectively $2 million for the Grotti Italia GTO, what we uphold on this game to be the fastest car around the street for the time being. And as you can well imagine, ladies and gentlemen, yes, there's no way the Tigon's going to be able to beat it. So then, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think then of the Lampadati Tigon? Well, like I say, it could take down the likes of the D10, the Nero, the Zentorno. Can't take down the likes of the Benefactor Krieger or the GT. Oops, a daisies, okie dokie, there we go. Okay, so what do we think of it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it seems to sit pretty well in its price range, you know. I still say it's overpriced for the money, but it does take down the cars you'd expect it to, and loses to the cars you'd expect it to do. So what do we think? All in all, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much what you'd expect for the money. Should you buy it? And I wouldn't. Bloody hell, sodding Raccoon. No, I wouldn't recommend buying it. Going at it as a Zentorno instead. Oh yes, also I should point out, ladies and gentlemen, if you like Call of Duty, ladies and gentlemen, you can always go and check out my other channel. I've got another channel for Call of Duty named Megalithic 12 AM, you know. We generally play Domination and Warzone on there, ladies and gentlemen, so if you do like Call of Duty, why not go and check that out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you've enjoyed the video.